Running a Fever, Episode 12. Math is hard.
Well, hello, and welcome to Running a Fever. It's December, moving towards winter, I guess. I never really liked the idea that winter starts in the middle of a month. I like to think of it as December, January, and February. And it doesn't go into March, and it starts right at the beginning of December. But technically, I guess it's not winter yet. But it's cold enough. Feels a little cool today. Thermometer says 64 degrees. That's going to go down because I was just in the garage. Woke up this morning and weighed myself. And I was 4 pounds lighter than yesterday. So it was kind of encouraging because I know that I'm overweight. Try not to put too much emphasis on it. I still have problems with my diet, and I'm still very early in the process of developing a healthy exercise routine. I did not run yesterday, and I haven't felt any ill effects today, and that's good. So I probably will be less cautious today, and I'm planning on running, even if I feel that twinge that I felt yesterday. It's a little thing, but very important, I think, to not be injured. And I say that almost every day, but I'm thinking it every day. Certain things that you have to I feel that I need to just, drill into my head and focus on as I prepare for my workout. And that's one of those things. I always keep that in mind. I don't think I have to worry too much about forgetting about it, but I might someday. So I keep it always on my mind. We were talking about weight. Yesterday I was talking to Coach, and got some, he was saying that, first of all, muscle weighs more than fat. So as you're working out, you're building muscle. And so you're going to be initially perhaps gaining weight. He said that a lot of women go into the gym and, they gain weight for, the first week or two and, gain a couple pounds. And they say, I got to stop doing this. It's making me gain weight. But he said you'll also kind of feel differently because the shape of your body is changing, because that weight is going to different areas. It's going to muscle, and so your body is still changing, even though your weight may remain the same, or you may even gain weight. So that's encouraging. And I knew that, but I don't know that, it's just hard to believe that I'm building a whole lot of muscle running and doing the workout that I'm doing as a 51-year-old man. They say it's harder to build muscle as you get older. But then again, maybe that's just attitude. Maybe I need to, I'm sure there are physical realities. There is a physical reality, but I don't know all the details of it. I don't know the intricacies of how the body works. And if it works a certain way, you probably just can't say once you reach 30, you'll never build muscle again. I don't believe that's true. So, maybe I should pay heed to that a little more. But I'm not really trying to be concerned too much about my weight. I know it's an issue, and I know that as I get into this process, I'm going to be thinking about that. And, after I've been running for a while, if I still haven't lost weight, then I'll have to consider. I know I need to change my diet. I know that's something I need to work on. Health is a multifaceted thing, and exercise is just part of it. So going to the usual stomping grounds, literally stomping grounds, today, and I've taken the day off from work for an unrelated reason. I'm preparing for a test that I have on Monday. This is Friday. So I took off work early, and I'm working out a little early because I like the lack of traffic this time of day, or lesser traffic. Anyway, so here we go out on the trail.
Well, it's overcast today. Since I didn't run yesterday, I kind of glad that I did that extra 15 seconds at some time in the past. It's today now. I can go up to 120 seconds. Even though I missed yesterday. May not do that. We'll see how it goes. Always try to be cautious. And even though I took off work today, I have been doing a lot of academic type stuff, thinking, using my brain, which is really just as exhausting as using your physical muscles. So it's good to get out and get some fresh air. Pretty light traffic. I've seen a couple runners here. Well, I hope my voice doesn't sound too bad. I really wish I could get a drink of water. If they had maybe a water fountain that wasn't way off the course, which is ironic. Here I am out here to go a distance and exercise, and I'm too lazy to go 50 yards off the course. And too lazy to lug around water with me on the way. Oh, here's a sign I haven't seen before, 1.16 miles. Which is 6 plus, gosh, I hate this. I was thinking about how there's this stereotype of athletes being dumb, meaning of low intelligence. And really, if you're going to be seriously about it, you've got to really be able to do some math. It's not just the coaches, because if you're going to be any kind of athlete, you got to do some work on your own. It's the kind of thing it is. So it would be nice for me, if they had some kind of label once every 1/10 of a mile or 1/4 of a mile, instead of, 0.083 miles or something. It goes from, 1.5 to 1.16 to 0.96 to 0.675, 0.66. And I think I'm pretty good at math. I'm okay at it, but like I said, even just counting my steps while I'm running is difficult. So, probably better at it when I'm sitting down with a spreadsheet or at least a piece of paper or something. Doing it in my head is kind of fun. Adding exercise is definitely more challenging. And there's the 1.25. Some of these are out here that I just don't see. The thing is, the signs have been made to kind of blend in with nature, which is a good thing. They're green and black with white letters. As you can see, one of my posts, I used a picture of what I think was the 0.75 marker. Anyways, we walk past all these markers. I'll sign off and pick this up on the drive home.
Well, I didn't really cool down on the trail today, but I feel really good. I feel I have a lot of energy today. A lot of energy. I just noticed, I just got an alert that popped up that said I have passed 6,000 steps today. I'm not sure why that popped up there. I hope it was just on the exercise and not for the whole day, but after all, I didn't go to work today. But I did go to what I think is 2.5 miles today. Now, I talked about the math problems earlier, but I think I went farther, and that's a significant number to me. If it's really 2.5 miles, because the course is 5.75 miles, so it's not quite halfway, but it's a significant milestone, I think, because it's half of 5. So I'm almost, seemed like anyway, almost halfway around the course. I've seen half of the course, or maybe even more than half of the course, because I went, another 3/4 of a mile the other way, or half a mile or something. Although that's not true, because I doubled back, so I haven't actually gone that far on the course. So in a way that's good, because there's more to discover. I actually ran twice. I mean, that's how much energy I had. Of course, I don't have to worry about exactly the distance I went, because I have my devices to tell me. But I don't know how far I ran. And maybe it's not that important, but it's sort of a progress thing for me to judge my progress based on how much I run, because I want to get to where I'm running pretty much the whole thing, except for the warm-up of about half a mile. I think I ran for at least 2 minutes, maybe closer to 3. I've gotten off the whole time thing, because I don't really, it's just too much trouble to kind of find a timer on my watch. And I just was kind of judging by the distance and trying to go a little more than 1/4 mile. I think I did that. Again, the math is not that easy, even when it's just judging by distance. I don't know, maybe I should not worry too much about the math and the numbers, and just be sure that I'm progressing every day. I just kind of think, I've always kind of wanted to organize things, and this is not any different. And I feel like if I put numbers on it, then I can measure it, and I'll know exactly how well I'm doing. But I'm definitely making progress. I went farther today than I ever have in this endeavor. And I think I ran longer than I did. And that second time, it wasn't really planned. Because the overall distance, I think, is so long, it gives me time, and I didn't start until about half a mile in. I started stretching out, doing the strides like I talked about before. And then after a while, I started running, and I ran at least 1/4 mile. I know that because I shouldn't say at least 1/4 mile. It's less than 0.3 miles that first time. And I think and then I went, it was 1/4 mile out of 2.5 miles, right? So I walked probably another mile, and, it was still plenty of time to go on the course, and I felt good. So I felt like running, so I ran. So, that's a good sign, really good sign. So I feel really good about today, feel really good about tomorrow and whatever comes next. And whatever happens, I'm going to keep the fever, runningthefever.com. See you next time.
You're listening to the Padua Podcast Network, PaduaMedia.com.